Donald Trump held another press conference on Thursday evening in what may be his most disgusting attack on the veteran community yet. During this press conference, Donald Trump dismissed Medal of Honor recipients as, quote, dead or in bad shape, saying that the Medal of Freedom that he gave billionaire mega donor Miriam Adelson is, quote, actually much better than the Medal of Honor because she is a, quote, healthy and beautiful woman, unlike the military veterans who are, quote, dead or in bad shape. Let me show you what Donald Trump just said moments ago. Play this clip.
I have to say, Miriam, I watched Sheldon sitting so proud in the White House when we gave Miriam the Presidential Medal of Freedom. That's the highest award you can get as a civilian. It's the equivalent of the Congressional Medal of Honor, but civilian version. It's actually much better because everyone gets the Congressional Medal of Honor. That's soldiers. They're either in very bad shape because they've been hit so many times by bullets or they're dead. She gets it, and she's a healthy, beautiful woman. It's very... And they're rated equal.
As military veteran and editor-in-chief at the MeidasTouch network, Ron Filipkowski writes, this might be the most disgusting thing Trump has said since he first ran for president. This man is scum. He has never truly honored vets from his heart. He plays a game of using them as props for his own personal gain. It's sad his con job is good enough to fool so many. Another account says, honestly, this is just so deranged and sick even for him. Peter Henline writes, no, F this guy. He says the Presidential Medal of Freedom he gave to one of his billionaire donors is better than the Medal of Honor, which is the highest military award given for heroism in battle, often posthumously. This is absolutely disgusting. But this is par for the course for Donald Trump. Donald Trump has always attacked veterans. He called them suckers and losers. He's attacked all of the military generals who have worked for him. He's called them dumb. He's called them stupid. He's called for the execution of the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Millie. Let's just go through some of that right now, shall we? I want to show how disgusting Donald Trump is now. Donald Trump previously attacked Senator John McCain, the late Senator John McCain, heroic John McCain, because Donald Trump said he's not really a hero because he got captured. Play the clip.
He hit me.
Hero.
He's not a war hero.
He's a war hero.
He's a war hero.
5.5 years.
He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you.
Do you agree with that?
And today, where the Affordable Care Act has been further expanded through the ability of Medicare to negotiate on behalf of its recipients, lowering the cost of prescription drug prices, let's not forget that recently Donald Trump mocked the late, great Senator John McCain's arm injury sustained while he was a prisoner of war because he didn't vote to rip away health care and take away the Affordable Care Act. Remember when Donald Trump said this? Play the clip.
Obamacare is a catastrophe. Nobody talks about it. You know, without John McCain, we would have had it done. But John McCain, for some reason, couldn't get his arm up that day. Remember? He goes that like that. That was the end of that.
Recently, in a speech in Virginia, Donald Trump bashed his former chief of staff, General John Kelly. Donald Trump said General John Kelly, Trump's own former chief of staff, who confirmed on the record that Donald Trump called military veterans suckers and losers, and John Kelly said he heard it. Donald Trump then said that General John Kelly, who served our country bravely and courageously, is the dumbest of them all. Here, play the clip.
General Kane, right? Raisin Kane. You know that story, Raisin Kane. He was great, great general, real general, not the television. We have a lot of television generals. They're no good. Like Millie. How about Millie? We had some, like the dumbest of them all, General Kelly. He didn't know. He was lost in the White House. That poor guy didn't know what the hell was happening. He was like a lost, we used to call him a lost soul.
Okay, there's nothing worse than light pouring in the house when you're trying to catch up on some rest. And having good blinds in your home may just be the most underrated addition that you could make. There's a better way to buy blinds and window treatments, and it's called 3-Day Blinds. They are the leading manufacturer of custom window treatments in the US, and right now they are running a buy one, get one 50% off deal. We could shop for almost anything at home. Why not shop for blinds at home too? 3-Day Blinds has local professionally trained design consultants who have an average of 10 plus years of experience that provide expert guidance on the right blinds for you in the comfort of your home. Just set up an appointment and you'll get a free, no obligation quote the same day. Not very handy? The expert team at 3-Day Blinds handles all the heavy lifting. They design, measure, install, so you could sit back, relax, and leave it to the pros. I've been using 3-Day Blinds since way before they were even a sponsor of the MeidasTouch podcast. My friend had redone his entire home with 3-Day Blinds. He got the smart blinds installed where you just ask Alexa to open your blinds and it happens automatically. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I asked him, where did he get this? How did this happen? He told me all about 3-Day Blinds and how easy the process was. And I ended up getting all the blinds in my home from 3-Day Blinds, and I am so glad that I did. They had so many options to choose from, and they were so helpful in guiding me to pick the perfect blinds for my home. It's no surprise that 3-Day Blinds has been in business for over 45 years and is the highest rated blinds company on Trustpilot at 4.7 out of 5 stars. Right now, you could get 3-Day Blinds buy one, get one 50% off deal on custom blinds, shades, shutters, and drapery. For a free, no charge, no obligation consultation, just head to 3dayblinds.com/Meidas. That's buy one, get one 50% off when you head to 3dayblinds.com/Meidas. One last time, that's the number 3, dayblinds.com/Meidas.
Donald Trump then went on to post over and over again, "I couldn't stand the guy," referring to General John Kelly, "by far the dumbest of my military people. He was incapable of doing a good job, so I fired him like a dog," Donald Trump said, and he posted that over and over again. Then Donald Trump called General Millie, former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. We're talking about 4-star generals here. Donald Trump called Millie stupid. Play this clip.
We take every little tent. We take all the big tents. We take the army tanks, the planes. We take everything. And I had a couple of guys like this guy, Millie. What a stupid person he is. Millie, no, he's a stupid. Sir, he said to me, "It's cheaper to leave the equipment than it is to take it."
And Donald Trump calls all the generals who worked for him stupid. General Matisse, General Millie. He goes, "They're real beauties." Here, play this clip.
You know Mattis, General Mattis, General Millie, real beauties. General Millie is the one that decided to take the soldiers out first, okay? General Millie is the one that said, let's leave $85 billion worth of equipment behind because it's cheaper than taking it out. It's cheaper than putting a tank of nice, clean fuel in the airplane and flying it to Pakistan or flying it all the way home. It's cheaper to leave it there. We left them brand new planes, brand new helicopters, thousands of night.
By the way, earlier today, J.D. Vance was giving a speech at the Veterans of Foreign War Post-92, VFW Post-92. J.D. Vance didn't even know what a VFW post is, and he said a VF, and he had to pull out the card to even know where he was speaking in front of. Play this clip.
It's great to be here. It's great to be part of VFW Post 92. I've actually got the card right here in my pocket. I'm officially a member, so this is not the last time you're going to see me.
I want to share this for you as well, so you remember it. Kaiser Kong, who was a Gold Star father. Here's Kaiser Khan in 2016 when he called out Donald Trump for saying that the war dead are suckers and losers. Gold Star father here. Play the clip.
You have sacrificed nothing and no one.
Here's Donald Trump's reaction to that. Here, play this clip.
He said you have sacrificed nothing and no one.
Well, that sounds, who wrote that? Did Hillary's scriptwriters write it?
How would you answer that, Father? What sacrifice have you made for your country?
I think I made a lot of sacrifices. I worked very, very hard. I've created thousands and thousands of jobs, tens of thousands of jobs, built great structures. I've had tremendous success. I think
Those are
I've done a lot.
sacrifices?
Oh, sure. I think they're sacrifices. I think I've made a lot of sacrifices.
Here is a video we created at the MeidasTouch network called Giraffe Dodger Don. We created this 4 years ago. Play this clip.
I didn't serve. I haven't served. I had a foot thing, and I had deferment for that.
Mr. Trump said, "You think I'm stupid? I'm not going to Vietnam."
Let's take John McCain. He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay?
I always wanted to get the Purple Heart. This was much easier.
I know more about ISIS than the generals do, believe me.
The president called former Defense Secretary James Mattis the most overrated general.
Russian intelligence officers offered to pay the Taliban to kill American troops.
President Trump was told about this in March, and he has done nothing.
The president called U.S. service members buried in France losers and suckers.
His visit was scrubbed because the president feared the rain would ruin his hair.
When Senator John McCain died, the president told his senior staff, "We're not going to support that loser's funeral."
We keep people accountable for the way they treat our veterans, and if they don't treat them well, we say, sorry, you're fired, get out.
MeidasTouch is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Speaking of, this is 4-star General Bob McCaffrey. Here's what he's had to say about the character of Donald Trump. Let's play this clip.
It's a tragic situation to read this kind of well-resourced, incredible accounting on what was going on, much of which, by the way, I was aware of at the time. We had 60,000 killed and wounded protecting the American people following 9/11. Wars in Iraq, Afghanistan, special operations missions around the world. It was a giant loss. The armed forces were totally committed, to include the National Guard and reserves. And so to have a president with this, first of all, an ignorant man of the first order, a lawless man who was unaware of the Constitution, thought he could do anything he basically wanted to. And at the time, I was reporting on this network. So when they put an acting Secretary of Defense, a retired lieutenant colonel, and a gang of his coterie into the Department of Defense, I said, this guy is setting up a coup against the United States. That's what you'd have to conclude if it was a third world country. So we were vulnerable to having a president in office with immense authority who has truly lacked any character.
And notably, Donald Trump picked a running mate in J.D. Vance, who said the following about 4-star General Bob McCaffrey. J.D. Vance said, "Your entire time in military leadership, we won 0 wars. You drank fine wine at bullshit security conferences while thousands of working class kids died on the battlefield. Oh, by the way, how much do you stand to gain financially from a war with Russia, Barry?" So attacking a 4-star general right there. Let me leave you with this. This is what former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Millie, said during his retirement ceremony about Donald Trump. Here, play this clip.
To a country. We don't take an oath to a tribe. We don't take an oath to a religion. We don't take an oath to a king or a queen or to a tyrant or a dictator. And we don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator. We don't take an oath to an individual. We take an oath to the Constitution, and we take an oath to the idea that it's America, and we're willing to die to protect it. Every soldier, sailor, airman, Marine, Guardian, and Coast Guardsman, each of us commits our very life to protect and defend that document, regardless a personal price.
Oh, let me share this one other clip with you before I forget. Here's CNN's CNN correspondent talking about how one of the things that General Kelly told him for his book is how Donald Trump would always praise Hitler in front of him. Play this clip.
And I have to tell you, when General John Kelly told me the story of Trump's praise for Hitler, here's John Kelly. He's a retired Marine general, served in the military for more than 4 decades, is a Gold Star father. He lost his son in combat in Afghanistan. And he told me he would sit across from the president at the time, praising Hitler, praising Hitler's generals for being loyal to him. And he would be flabbergasted that he has to remind Trump, the president of the United States, what Hitler did. I mean, he said to me, Kelly said to me, he said, I can't believe he forgot the Holocaust.
What, in your opinion, is Trump just stupid? What is it?
I think not interested in knowing the facts.
Yeah.
And the facts of the most basic history. And that extends not just from Hitler, but to Putin. Putin has every interest in hurting America.
Yep. Yeah.
So Trump's imagination that he, through sheer force of personality, can make him his friend or negotiate a better deal just doesn't line up with the facts. Or Russia is very invested in bringing us down.
There you have it. Judge for yourself. Hit subscribe. Horrific what he's saying tonight. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 3 million. That's it. Let's get to 3 million subscribers together. Bye.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Midas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.